Hey guys, I'm HP. This is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is Major Smooth Jazz Guitar Bootcamp. Ooh, that sounds terrible. It's tough, but that's the path if you really want to get into smooth jazz and really understanding what you're doing and just not noodling around. So, but before we say hey guys, I'm HP. This is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is Major Smooth Jazz Guitar Bootcamp. Sounds tough, it's tough, but it's the only path to the qualm of smooth jazz if you really want to start knowing what you're playing. So it's going to be kind of a brainer. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy with a free member account or a premium member account in order to download the great files which I produce for the guitar community here. So, what are we talking about today? I'm first going to show you the track which I composed and arranged, and then we're going to make an analysis of, well, I first play and then you see what we're talking about here. Oh, is it not starting here? Holy moly. So. And so on. See how wonderful the track opens up, and I'm gonna give you all the tools which you need to really start to feel free in such a tune. But there's a lot of theoretical knowledge required, but I'm gonna show it to you, and some technical abilities. The stuff is not easy, but it's more about understanding what are you doing on the fretboard and following the chords. So first of all, I analyze the track with the chords for you, show you the chords which you can use. Then we make an analysis, which modes are played, which arpeggios, and then how to use, and also is there an easier way, because it doesn't have to be all the time, you know. You can play over this track or any major smooth jazz track just with a major scale, and it works. But of course you want to start to move around and follow the chords, and that's what this tutorial is about. And I've selected a progression which you find in any smooth jazz tune, which is kind of a muzak style. And let's get started. So let's check out the chord progression, which is a very typical one. Is like a cliche chord progression, which I already said you find it in many tunes, but it's the tune is in C major. So since we have a major smooth jazz here, of course it starts with C major, and then you can take this chord here, this one here, 10, 9, 8, 7. So we're trying to play the chords like original, and mostly when you play, you play chords in jazz or smooth jazz, you mostly play them on the top 4 strings. So C major 7, then of course F major 7, again C major 7, then we make F sus 2, like a little variation, but you also can play normal F. So this is played 3 times. Then comes B minor 7 flat 5. We take this one here. Well, you could do this one here, but we take this one on the top strings here, 9, 10, 10, 10. To E7 altered, or E7 sharp 9. take this one here, but we only take the top 3, or you can make E7 sharp 9 flat 13, which will be this one here. But you can also... Then it goes to A minor 7, which will be this here. A minor 7 with G in the bass is the same chord. So if you want to have a difference between these two, we probably make A minor 9 first, and then A minor 7, then to F major 7 again, and then we end up on a D minor 7 or D minor 9. This is the top part of D minor 9 to G13. Same thing again twice. So I'll show you, I'm gonna play it quickly with the track. And so on. Well, somebody might ask, why is the D minor 9 the same as the F major 7? Because D minor 9 is basically F major 7 with a D in the bass. So some chords have double layers. So this is not a progression, okay? So now we check out which modes are played. We have a first part is of course C major, so C major 7 to F major 7. This is position 1, which will be Ionin to 4. That will be Lydian, okay? So now we check what we're playing here. We are playing, basically the whole thing is in C major, so you could use over the entire track C major pentatonics. That sounds pretty cheesy, and in a jazzy context you mostly use C major blues scale. That will be with the approach note on the triad, which will be here the D sharp. Use this position or this position. And you probably notice it's the same like A minor blues scale. Yeah, that's true, the same notes. So you could play the entire track just using the C major blues pentatonics or A minor blues scale. That works. I'll show you. Let me switch on the delay. See, it works, no problem. So, nothing wrong against this these tactics. And sometimes if you want to really create this kind of fluent bluesy sound, you just go for this type of thing. You can play with or without delay. I love it more with delay. Some people play without delay. Don't take on that. Next time I play without delay. So that's probably the easiest way to do that. If you want to make it more complex, now the braining starts. Because now we're following the chords and we first need to analyze the chord progression. So we have step number 1, C major 7 to step number 4, related to C major, okay? 1, step 4. To know which step you are, you know, when you come to the C major scale, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here are the steps. Each step has a chord. So 1 to 4. The 1 has a C major 7 arpeggio. Or the C major scale. It's good to know it probably in 2 positions, also in this one here if you want. C major. And the C major scale. Okay, the F is here, F major 7. Now we have F Lydian. What is Lydian? I mean, it's the same notes as the ones before, but you start on the F. But as you can hear, it creates a total different sound. Also the F major 7 arpeggio. Here we have the arpeggio. So why do you need to know all this stuff? Because it's not about speed. A lot of people think when you play modes you have to play fast. It's about orientation. That you know what you're playing. You know when you play a chord, you want to hit those chord notes which are displayed in the arpeggio. Okay, so C major 7 to F major 7. Let's play it 3 times. I show you the first part. If you already know those notes, you start to sound different. I show you. Now you follow the chords. But you probably notice, well, it doesn't sound too cool. So probably in the first part, you know, these tools which I'm showing you don't mean you have to do them. Just showing you the tools which you have to create something. So you can do either the one or the other, or combinations. Now when it goes to B minor 7 to E7, we are changing the key to A minor. Why? Because this is a 2, 5 to A minor. Okay? A minor with a G in the bass to F major 7. So we have 2, 5, 1, 7, 6. So this is the progression in A minor. Now what do we have on the 2? We have Locrian or B minor 7 flat 5, which would be this arpeggio. To E7, I take this one here. And then we go to A minor. So now once again, since we are changing now to A minor, of course you can just play the A minor blues scale. Works perfectly, but if you want to follow the chords, you need to know what you're doing. So we have here now position 2, Locrian with B minor 7 flat 5 to E7 for the step 5 to 1, which would be A minor, and we have Aeolian. Or just the A minor scale. Now some of you might say the same notes as before, as in the C. No, you're starting here now and not here. That's the difference, you know? Sounds completely different. And also the orientation points are now, here's the root, flat 3, 5, flat 7, 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. Okay? Now again we go to the A minor with the G in the bass. Well, it's still A minor. F major 7. Again, Lydian. Well, we try to keep in here in position. So we take this F major 7. Okay. And we play, of course, Lydian. So no problem. Yeah, I would play it in this position because we want to keep the whole thing. You know, we have the part, the C major, which is up here, part A minor, which is here. Just to have a kind of a concept, but it's not needed. I'm just trying to help you, as when you enter this world, it's probably very confusing. There's so many things you need to think about, but we try to keep it together on pentatonic positions, which you already know. So C major, A minor. Okay. Then we have the last part. We have D minor 7 to G7. This is a 2-5. Now it goes back to C major. This is 2, step 2 to step 5. So we have D minor 7 to G7. This is a 2-5, so we have here Dorian. And here we have Mixolydian. Some of you might say, well, what's the deal with D Dorian? Same notes again as A minor before, just starts on the D. Yeah, true, but listen, sounds completely different when you start on the D, or you can go in here in the upper position. Since you're coming from the pentatonics, you can play on this part. You play D minor pentatonics. When the G comes, you just play a B here. I'm gonna show you all these concepts now, and I try to talk while I'm playing. It's gonna be quite tough. Let me put up the backing track with the volume a little bit. So, okay, we're starting with C major to F. I'm following chords. Now, go to A minor. Play the bluesy. Now D minor, we go up here. Going on B when the G comes. Now we play C blues. Now I would follow the chords. Now A minor blues. F Lydian. C. And so on. It's not that I want to play the whole thing for you. I just want to show you how you can mix up the different types of improvisation. If you want to, what I often do when I want to play melodic, I use, let me switch off the delay again. then I follow the chords. And I use the chord notes which you find in the arpeggios as landing spots. Okay? And when I want to, like when a tune opens up, and then I want to give it an extra kick, then I love to go into bluesy playing, and then in this case I switch to the bluesy, in this case major blues scale. This gives the kind of a oomph which pushes it even more, okay? And then on the specific positions of a tune, in this case this is the specific part of the tune, B minor 7 flat 5 to E7 altered, there I really follow the chords with arpeggio and E7. Well, in this case I just played the arpeggios up and down, but you can involve melody and arpeggio, of course, but that would be even more advanced. I don't want to push it too hard here. Then we have a rest point, we have a A minor. Here we play bluesy, the normal stuff. It's not wrong to play bluesy or the usual licks. That's not really wrong, but if you play it all the time, it gets boring. So you have this kind of, it's like I always bring this with the cook. You have all these little ingredients, and I want to have some of this, I want to have some of this, and then you just shuffle around and create a whole meal of smooth jazz. And that's what this tutorial is about, to understand. First you need to analyze a tune. What are the modes, what are the arpeggios, and then think about what you want to do in which situation, which sound do you like most. Some people say, I don't like the pentatonic stuff, I want to play melodic. I'm more the blues guy. Me personally, I like to use this bluesy approach, but I also like to then switch into the other. And it's like the pizza. If you only have cheese and mozzarella and tomato and oregano on the pizza, you still get stuffed, but probably was no joy. If you have a lot of little things on it, it's probably more enjoyable when you eat your pizza. And that's what I want to teach you here. I'm gonna give you play a second example and try to explain more while I'm playing. It's quite tough, I must say, but it should work. Just that you see how you can do all this stuff. Okay, we start with arpeggios. You can also play a few notes. You don't need to play fast, but the arpeggios give you the orientation. So you can play melodic just following the chords. F major 7, D minor, see, when I say arpeggios, you don't need to play fast, it's just orientation. Now push it more. Then you start a mix. Or you could use Wes Montgomery. And so on and so on. So yeah, you can start to develop stuff, But you need to have this whole thing going on all the time in your head. You know exactly where you are, and then you choose which ones of the ingredients you want to put on your smooth jazz pizza. Yo guys, this was the major smooth jazz guitar bootcamp, and I know for some of you it's like, holy crap, I don't understand one word what this guy was talking about. It's way too fast for me, way too complicated for me, and I can never do this. Well, that's exactly the point. This is a door opener to the world of jazz or smooth jazz. When you come from the pentatonics, the blues scales, and you want to go one step further, then suddenly it's not like one step, it's like a clip. You know, you say, holy shit, I don't know how to do this. And I really try to make your life way more easier by giving you tips and tricks to understand what's going on. But honestly, the cliff which awaits you when you step out of the world of just playing pentatonics is quite big. But once you know how it works, it's like riding a bike. You know, you will never fall off the bike again. But first attempts, you will all the time fall, and so, oh shit, you know. And I really recommend, if you're totally, it's like, I didn't understand one word this guy was talking about, go through theory of modes. It's on my channel, you'll find something somewhere. Basic jazz guitar modes. Also my website, check the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Join there. If you have any questions, you can ask there. And there you also find a theory for download if you want. It's quite a big cliff, I know. But the good news is, once you passed it, is, you know, you're starting here, then comes a cliff, like this high. They want to go up here. When you walk up there, your world is way nicer than before. But you really need to climb this cliff, and there's a lot of work, a lot of sweat, a lot of, let's say, desperation. So I will never get this, you know. And there's also a technical part that you're able to play all these arpeggios and stuff like that. But it's not about speed, when you play modes and arpeggios, it's more about understanding. And once you understand, you can think about speed, but not before. Yeah. Good. That's all me and Dr. Pink are having to say for today on this topic. You can download a few exercises, the chords and the modes and arpeggios. I wrote them for you, plus this cool backing track. It's available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy for download. For premium members, please join there, download the stuff and give it a try. If you have any questions, ask there. I can give you more assistance there and probably give you some more help. Yo. Otherwise, just follow my channel here, and more stuff will come. But I know it's the cliff, you know. I know some have failed, but not all. So there's a chance you can make it over the cliff, but in fact it's not so easy. Yeah. Good. Me and Dr. Pink are saying goodbye.